repetition, repetition, repetition. It's like digging for gold. You got to dig through a lot of shit to get to the gold, you know. Hey, how are you? Rockstar Dad here. Today, we're going to have a look at the new Bruce Springsteen video, Addicted to Romance, and it's from the film She Came to Me. I've just came across this. I don't know much about it. I'm going to stick it on and see what happens. I don't know anything about the movie. If you guys want to leave a comment down, let me know about it. Here we go, let's do it. Nice bit of piano to start. It's good to be a piano player, Bruce Springsteen. I didn't realise he played piano until I watched that theatre thing.
Whiskey and it's water.
Okay.
And it's one last dance. Stranger, pump that jukebox with your quarters. We all deserve a second chance. Darling, let me tell you your future. Slip your palm into my hands. You got me addicted to romance.
Nice.
Neon lights on the corner, the rumble of a tired rock and roll band.
Quite poetic lyrics
You're
here.
this neighborhood's broken daughter.
Nice.
With all the blessings that it grants.
Nice harmonies.
I'll tell you about this dream I had if you tell me of your plans. You got me addicted to romance.
Nice.
Now the night is sweet and long, my dear, though the end's always at hand. My muse, the music you whispered in my ear, reminds me of who I am. Reminds me of who I am. Reminds me of who I am. Love's a cold beat.
Okay, let's give it a wee pause there. It's nice. It's a chilled ballad. Obviously from this new movie, She Came to Me. I think it must be some kind of romantic kind of film. We've only got piano on there. We've got some keyboards on there. We've got Bruce on his piano. I think it must be Bruce. Like I said, I haven't heard him play piano before, but I've seen him play on that Broadway show that he did where he was reciting his new book and he was talking about the songs and everything. He was playing some stuff on the piano and he's quite a nice piano player. We get some nice backing vocals from Bruce's wife, Patty. I think there might be one or two other backing vocals on there. It's a commercial track. We've got 1:38 at the moment. We've had two choruses. That's a really nice middle eight there. For any of you guys out there that are songwriters, it's something quite basic and simple, but as soon as you repeat a line, it's memorable, you know. So think about that, you know, when you guys are writing tracks, that repetition is just a really nice way to get your message over to someone. I thought that was a really nice touch, repeating that 3 times, not just twice at the end of that middle eight, but 3 times. Bruce Springsteen, he writes a lot of songs. He released an album called The Promise. Maybe I've got this wrong, but the way I've got it is that the songs that he didn't release, his record company didn't release on the albums, he said, I'm going to put these out at some point so you guys can hear all the songs. I don't know if that's a good idea because when you write songs, you pick the best ones to release, you know. I always say it's like digging for gold. You got to dig through a lot of shit to get to the gold, you know. So sometimes you don't want people to hear the stuff that's getting you to the point where you say, no, this is now the finished kind of piece. But I understand where he's came from. Somebody told me he writes songs as soon as he comes off the stage on his gigs, that he comes off the stage, gets his guitar and starts to write, and that's dedicated, man, because his gigs are quite long, you know, and to come off the stage after that and to sit down and actually write songs, I don't know if that's true. You guys can let me know. I love this track. The words are quite poetic and it's got this big hook line in there, addicted to romance, which is going to catch anybody's eye, you know. Let's check the rest of it out and see what happens.
Love's a cold beer you near and a kiss, your sweet and tender hands. Tonight I get all the love that I miss.
2 female voices on there.
From you in just one glance. And if this isn't love, my dear, it's more than what we planned. more than just chance. You've got me addicted to romance. You've got me addicted to romance. You've got me addicted to romance.
Fiddle in there. I think it's the fiddle player doing the backing vocals on there too. I can't remember her name. Oh, nice layered harmonies. Nice, lovely arrangement. Beautiful.
That's right. Let's come a little closer.
Lovely, lovely, beautiful. Okay, let's check out the chords. Let's check out what key we're in. So we're in the key of F. Now, I was talking about this yesterday when I was teaching. If any of you guys play guitar, this song is in the key of F. We're going from a 1 chord to the 4 chord. But in between, there is another chord. And a lot of guitar players get a little bit mixed up with this. For you guys that aren't musicians as well, it's quite a simple concept, this. Now, when you've got a scale in music, do, re, mi, don't sing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Sing the numbers. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back to 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 notes you can play in that major scale. Now, each of those notes you can make a chord out of. So the 2 chords we've got here are based around the 1 note, 1, and we make a chord. And the 4 note, 1, 2, 3, 4. So a 1 chord and a 4 chord. Easy, right? A lot of people get confused with that. I always tell people when they're learning chords and learning music theory, avoid chord names and stick to numbers. If you can do the Roman numeral thing, I'll talk about that in another video. I'll do a specific video for that. Name it numbers, it shows you the patterns better, and your mind can pick up the patterns better than it can A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That means nothing, really. In this song, we have a 1 chord, but there's obviously a chord in the middle, right? And it's this. You got me addicted to romance. Okay, there's another chord in there, but the one in between the 1 and the 4, a lot of people say they'll hear the 3rd note, 1, 2, 3, and they'll go, and you'll be right with the root note there. But a lot of people, instead of that 3, they think that 3 is then a 3 chord, like a minor 3 chord, and they'll play. Yeah, which is nice. What it is actually is a first inversion of the 1st chord. So you take the 1st chord that you play, the F, and instead of having your root note on the bottom, you have your 3rd note on the bottom, and you still play the F on the top. So it sounds like this. You get your 1 chord, it's actually a first inversion, that 2nd chord in there, so F first inversion. It's the same thing that happens on Roaming Around, I was looking down at all I see. Same chord that's in there, the same chord that's in at the end of Layla on the piano. Yeah, so that 2nd chord in there is a first inversion of the 1st chord. It's just a repeat of the 1st chord, but instead of playing the root note, you play the 3rd note in the chord. Simple as that. Okay, so, yes, Bruce Springsteen And Addicted to Romance, fiddle coming in there on the end. I can't remember the fiddle player, maybe help me out with the girl that's the fiddle player in the band. Beautiful song, great soundtrack song. His voice sounds lovely on there. Heartfelt as always with Bruce. That's a thumbs up from me. It's not a big energetic song from Bruce, but it's got a real nice message in there. And at the moment, obviously, the world needs more nice messages like this. Okay, I'm going to leave you there, guys, with this Bruce Springsteen. That's a thumbs up from me for Bruce and his new song. Take it easy.